Hey there, this is Django, and I have another saber for you guys to take a look at. This is a JKsabers Starkiller, one of their earlier releases. I think it was 2012, their version 3. Might be wrong on that. Anyway, it's more of an MHS-based version than the one that they're currently offering. It doesn't have the beveled bottom part. That's canon for Starkiller, and it also has two of the Graflex pen holes, I guess you would say, instead of just the single one that a normal Starkiller has. Other than that, it looks pretty good to me. This came weathered, hollow. The only thing I changed on the saber is externally is that the control box only had this outer shell and the center bar here for the switches, and on the back end it was hollow, so there was nothing really to mount the switches on, so I made a U-channel mid-base and painted it black to match the rest of the saber. So it's more solid. Everything is held in place by a screw there in the very back. I doubt it'll show up on camera. That shiny thing right there, that's right by my thumb. That's it right there. And all the wiring goes back, and there's a solid black bar that runs along the back side that I painted black that you can't hardly see unless you're looking for it, which I think I did a good job on. Anywho, this saber has a quad LED in it. It's got a red, green, blue, royal blue, and white for the main LED. Now the saber also has the new Crystal Focus version 7, so it can run all of those LEDs. And I used white for the flash on clash, but I guess you could alter it to where it's got a white blade too. I didn't. I used that for flash on clash because I think it looks the best in all 12 fonts that are on the Crystal Focus version 7. That comes stock with it. There's also new features with the Crystal Focus 7. It's got a spin, combo, and stab sound fonts that are included, and I'll try and demo some of those. To power on the saber, you pull the recharge port. The kill key. That's the recharge port right there.
Dark side is your ally.
This is also equipped with rice right there. The volume is set on 4 on this, and this is the main power switch. And Starkiller's main red. So you can change the color on the lockup to be a mix, and I did that. It's got mostly green and some blue and some red, similar to white. And with the white overlaying it, looks pretty cool in my opinion. To make a nice dramatic flash on clash. You can see what it looks like with a blade in it. One of the other features the saber has is I put a small bar graph down in here. It's got green, blue, red, and white, just like the main LED, and it scrolls through those animations, while the other 4 accent pads run the Crystal Chamber itself. So the blade color is always going to be mimicked here no matter what. It's basically wired in. You can change it. You can do it to where you take it off this to where it will scroll through all 8 LEDs in a cycle, And it looks pretty cool too. I didn't do a setting for that though. I probably should have left one in just so you can see what it looks like. Let's see if I can get a stab sound. And that's about it right there for that one. There's a couple stab sounds, like 4 I believe. And I didn't set it up the flash on clash to go off during stabs, so it won't change. Okay. Now, another thing to show you guys. See, it scrolls through the LED. You can probably see it a little bit better that way. And it does all kinds of different colors when it's in this idle mode. There's also a way you can change sound fonts via gestures. I enabled that because I thought it was pretty cool.
Sound bank selection.
The Force Unleashed Remastered.
Okay. So that was 2 gestures, movement gestures, and then the hit that you saw me do, that one actually selected it. You can also, if you want to, you can do gestures and then hit the button to select if you don't want to do the impact. Oops, wrong button. And this is Hoth in a nice blue color. Or very, very ice blue. Turn the lights off for this one so you can see the color of the blade. Yeah, that's nice. That's an accurate representation. And this also has the old staples of anti-power off protection. It's not enabled on this one. It's got a delay for the button instead. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to get to the sound card, but unfortunately I have to use both hands to do it. So just give me a little bit of leeway here. For this one, you don't want the MPI to spin, so take it slow when you're taking it off, and you kind of have to go slow anyway. Somehow this one got dented, and the pommel is really kind of tough to get off. But there's the speaker right there, and you can see that it's shielded. It's got a rubber O-ring there, and got a wire mesh speaker guard, so you don't have to worry about that. And to get the soundboard out, you pull straight out, and then you turn it, and there you go. And there you can see down in there is the crystal focus, and you're going to need a pair of hemiostats to get in there and do it, or something small. Basically push it in, pop it out, and there you have your SD card. Well, and to get everything back in, turn it to the side. Oops, wrong way. There. That wasn't really intended to be that way, but that's how it fits in the best. And you want this to be as flush down as possible. And then you just turn this back on. Once you get going, it pretty much stays in place. But it's a tight pommel. But it does have SD card access without that much work. Anyway, it's like the bar graph. It changes color and shows all kinds of different colors in there. Let's go through the sound banks while we're at it. These are all standard ones. I took one of them out to put in Night Storm's upgraded Before Unleashed 1, but there's other ones in here too.
Sound bank selection.
That's Mad Cow's Hawk, Revolt, Shatterpoint, the Force Unleashed 2 Camino,
The Old Republic Crucible.
the Old Republic Crucible,
The Old Republic Malign.
the Old Republic Malign, Shoto,
Youngling.
Youngling,
Audio player.
and that's the new Eye-Saber.
Nightfall.
And we're back at 1, Nightfall,
Nebula.
Nebula.
The Force Unleashed Remastered.
I'm sure Nightstorm will have that updated one version up on Saber font pretty soon.
Revolt. The Force Unleashed. The Old Republic. The Old Republic Malign.
Oops, I went past it.
Young audio.
Not Nebula. The Force. Revolt.
There it is.
This party's over.
This is Nightstorm Shatterpoint, and I had this set up for a kind of purple blade. I don't seem to have the eye for it though. Everybody thinks mine looks... Put this stab in this. And those are the stabs. I have the stab set up to don't set off the flash on class. It's another option that you can configure with Eye-Saber, or not Eye-Saber, excuse me. That's Rice. One more color to show you.
Sound bank selection.
The Force Unleashed. The Old Republic Crucible. The Old Republic Crucible. Your overconfidence will be your undoing.
This probably isn't going to come through on camera, but it's one of the best yellows I've been able to come up with. So. Maybe if I do it up against the table back here. Okay, that's about it. I showed you some of the neat features you can have with Crystal Focus 7. Sorry I don't have the room in here to do combos or spins. Thanks for looking, and later.